Hey guys, me and Amy are here in Brooklyn, New York, and we've been invited by Panasonic to come and shoot the Formula E race they've got going on here. And of course we're invited by Panasonic, so we're shooting on Panasonic Lumix cameras. Amy's shooting on the Panasonic G9, and I'm using the GH5S. And we've never been to New York before, so the beauty of these cameras is that they're really lightweight, and we want to try and keep our kit to a minimal so we can explore and see as much as possible, but at the same time try and get as many shots and as much footage as we possibly can of the race and New York City itself. Now, one thing that you'd need to do obviously when you're traveling and shooting is back up your footage. And we're here currently in the media, the press center for Formula E in Brooklyn, and you can see around me other people have got their laptops with them. We've gone one step further and thought, we're not bringing our laptops out with us, we'll leave them at our accommodation just to try and make our life a bit easier. But of course you still need to be able to back up your footage and your shots. So how do you do that without a laptop? And that's what sort of brings me to this little grey brick in this vlog that I want to share with you guys. Obviously it's the LaCie Copilot external hard drive. Looks a bit like the rugged hard drives, but it's grey. Take out this little slot here, you can see that we've actually got some ins and outs. We've got an SD card slot there, we've got a USB-C slot, and a standard USB 3 slot there on the back as well. So I filled up a 128 gig Panasonic V90 card. Just get it out of my little pouch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slot that straight into the SD card slot there. And there's a little button on the side of this unit. As soon as you press that button, you sort of see that it's actually got a built-in screen. So it's a 2 terabyte hard drive. And that screen is basically telling me how much capacity I've got left and also how much charge I've got on its internal battery. So basically if I press that button again, it's detecting that I've got an SD card slot in there, and I can literally tell this hard drive to instantly copy everything from that SD card straight onto its hard drive. So it's now just thinking about it. It's registering that the SD card's in there, and basically what it's going to do is it's just going to do an exact replica of the SD card. So I won't bore you with waiting to show you how long this is going to take. I'll literally just cut, so we'll cut now. Okay, so the transfer's completed, and it took 27 minutes and 26 seconds, which may seem long, but it's a 128 gig card, it's 4K footage in 10-bit. So it's pretty much the sort of biggest sort of res and bit depth that you're realistically going to be able to record to an SD card currently. So perfectly acceptable time. Obviously if you're recording in very compressed 8-bit MP4s, that's going to be much, much quicker for you. But at least you know now what the sort of maximum time is going to be. So in terms of the internal battery, I looked online, I couldn't really find any real specs as to what the estimated runtime is. I started the transfer, it was 100%. When we finished, it dropped down to 82%. So it looks to be like 128 gig with that sort of footage, you're getting about 20% of battery life depleted. So it means if we were to do loads more shooting, we're pretty much good to back up those cars 3 or 4 more times, good to go. So some more other features, what I want to point out is that there's a built-in cable here, which is interchangeable. This one's got a lightning port at the end. You can obviously get one for Android phones as well. And if you plug that into your iPhone and launch the DJI app, or the DJI LaCie app, let's say, you can actually review all that footage and all these shots. You can see the file structuring, everything that's on the hard drive, so you can rename things and make sure that your shot's looking how you sort of envisage them looking when you were shooting them, which is fantastic. Also as well, if you need to power your phone and charge it up, let's face it, when you're traveling, your phones are normally the first thing that's going to die. You can actually charge your mobile phone up through the battery on the external hard drive. If you've got more external hard drives with you that are bus powered, such as typical LaCie rugged hard drive, you can actually plug that hard drive directly into this hard drive. This hard drive will then power that one, and again you can pull in more content from those other hard drives and back it up onto this. And finally, one of the most flexible bits about this hard drive as well is that it still functions like any normal hard drive. So when I get back to our accommodation, I can plug this straight into my Mac, and I can edit all the content from this hard drive directly on it into Premiere, into Final Cut Pro. It just means that realistically, if you didn't want to, you don't have to bring any more external hard drives. You could just use this one, provided that you're not going to go over 2 terabytes. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that vlog. For more information, head over to wex.co.uk.